hey, you can have a guy who dominates, who comes in there young, to just something special. And you let that special one go. Just like people was trying to tell me when the Golden State was saying, oh, is it okay if Melo comes off the bench and learns and all this stuff? And I was like, nah. And people was telling me, well, Kawhi, he came off the bench. Giannis came off the bench. Okay. Michael Jordan didn't come off the bench.
Did Lavar just compare LaMelo Ball to Michael Jordan? The things he be saying be so funny. This isn't the first time he said something controversial, so this ain't nothing new.
You think he could average 40, 50 a game if he wanted to?
Easy.
Jordan was the much better prospect going into the NBA, plus he was older than LaMelo. But I get why he doesn't want LaMelo going to Golden State. If he goes there, he's definitely not going to start. If he gets drafted to any other team that ends up in the top 5, he's most likely going to start. But coming off the bench learning from one of the greatest point guards of all time isn't too bad. I'd rather see him come to the Knicks though. I can see him starting there right away. Coming off the bench is cool and you can still get better, but I feel like the quickest way to get better is by being on the court as much as you can. So wherever he can get the most minutes at, I think that's the best situation for him. I just hope it's the Knicks because I'm from New York and I'm tired of seeing them suck. The last time they had a winning season and made the playoffs was in 2013. If LaMelo turns out to be the player everyone thinks he will be and he gets drafted there, then the Knicks will be nice again in no time. They would have a good young core of him, RJ Barrett, and Mitchell Robinson. RJ started off the season not doing too well, but over the course of the season, he got better and better.
The switch, Doncic goes, oh, what a great spin! And then he hammers it home!
Knocked away by Gibson, picked up by Barrett. Barrett, one man to beat, gets past and slams.
Mitchell Robinson had a solid season as well, and he's about to make NBA history by having the highest field goal percentage for a season. One thing LaMelo really needs to work on though is his three-point shooting. People love to ignore the fact that he shot 25% from 3, taking almost 7 threes per game. But even if he becomes a decent shooter, then that's going to be a scary sight. I think he's already a decent shooter, it's just his shot selection is bad. He be taking way too many deep threes. But one thing I love about his game a lot though is his floater game. Floaters are a very hard shot to make in basketball. You have to have a certain type of touch to be elite with that. And LaMelo definitely has that touch. He be shooting floaters from deep. Although he isn't that athletic, he's still very crafty with his ball handling and finishing around the rim. I think he has more potential than Lonzo, but he's not better than him yet. People are saying that already, and I don't think he proved that yet. People forget Lonzo was a beast at UCLA. He shot 41% from 3 in college and still struggled in the NBA his first 2 years, so I'm curious to see how long it will take for LaMelo to adjust to the NBA. But for the people that doubted Lonzo, I know they regret it. Now he's one of the best three-point shooters in the league. He's shooting 38%, taking 6.5 threes per game. And in his last 32 games, he's shooting 41% from 3, taking 7 threes per game.
He's going to get the minutes. He knows he's going to get the time.
Lonzo Ball, a two-man game with Jackson Hayes, and the jumper is there.
But I think the Golden State Warriors should either draft James Wiseman or Obi Toppin since they need a big man. Both of these players could start right away if they got drafted there. With James Wiseman, they can get a guy who has an NBA-ready body that can run the floor well and has the potential to consistently hit mid-range jumpers. With Obi Toppin, I honestly think he might be the best player in the draft right now. He got Amari Stoudemire written all over him, but with a 3-ball. He really shot 39% from 3 and 70% from inside the arc. That's crazy when you think about it. If he goes there, Golden State is going to have way more spacing since everyone in the starting lineup is going to be capable of knocking down threes. But like every other draft, it's hard to tell who will end up the best. But who do you think will have the best NBA career? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more vids. Peace.